Hey everybody, and welcome back to JeremyTiki Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Today I think we're gonna go ahead and do the daily run. I haven't done the daily run yet today, so I think that's what we're gonna start out on. It looks like it's a Maggie run. I haven't seen anything about this one. I try to usually stay away from knowing anything about the run beforehand. Looks like we have a Maggie run to Mega Satan. So not the most exciting character right off the bat. This is terrible. Ah, shoot. Got myself trapped. Should know better than to let all the walker enemies gang up on you like that and push into a hole. I thought I could get out quicker. Clearly I couldn't. I wonder if how much health you have, because right off this first floor, you can't see your health, so they might be trying to mess with you and give you lower health. Normally Maggie starts out with 4 red hearts, but they've done some tricky stuff like that in the past. So we'll have to check and see as soon as we're able to how much health Maggie has on this run. As of now, I'm just going to work off the assumption I have no extra health, and that the next hit will kill me. Always makes the run more interesting when you don't know when you're going to die. And lots of chaser enemies right off the bat. That's crazy. 2 out of the 3 rooms I've done so far have been all just chaser enemies. Weird. That's what makes me think there's something up with your health, because it feels like it's trying to kick you out before you can even get started kind of deal. And, oh man, this yellow guy here. Those yellow enemies are so much faster, they mess with you. Alright, so now that's pretty much... I'd like to try to find a bomb, too, so I can... Oh, perfect. Because there was a spirit heart, or a tinted rock back in this second room. Right here. Hopefully we can get some, yeah. I don't really want to pick it up yet. I'll try to wait until after the first boss, because I want to make sure it survives its way down to the next floor. So I'll pop Yum Heart and take this with me then. I don't foresee a lot of use from Yum Heart. Usually Yum Heart's kind of a crappy item to take. It doesn't really help out a lot. I'll definitely wait until afterward. I'm totally gonna forget about it because it doesn't show up on the map unless you go into the expanded view. But that was close. Lots of spirit hearts available this first. Lots of room for health. Expanded, I guess, is what it really is. We'll also see if we can't find our second secret. Probably either here, or here. Hopefully it's... Oh man, all 3. Whiffed on all of them. Alright, so Pestilence isn't that hard of a fight. I say as I immediately get hit. I was just playing as... Who was I playing as last? Eden, maybe? I forget now. I think it was Eden. Maybe, no, it was Lazarus. My last run that I did was Lazarus. So I'm used to having a little bit higher speed. Shit. So I'm thinking I can get out of the way of Pestilence's attack faster than I actually can. Alright, now we have him down to the easy version. Just his head. This 3-pronged attack. Ooh, there we go. We got him. Easy peasy. Pop that again. I'm having bad luck with Box of Spiders. Normally it pays out with 2 or more. But each time now I've only gotten 1. So we'll walk back to that sacrifice room and pick up that eternal heart. Not step on the spikes. And keep moving on. That was a pretty good first floor. I have probably 6 hearts now. 4 red hearts and 2 spirit hearts. And once I go down to the next floor, I should probably have 7 because of that eternal heart that I picked up, but we'll see. Yeah, 7 hearts. Wow. That's pretty good for a starting floor. Plus I got a ball of bandages, which I think is one of the better items in the game, especially early on, because it provides offense and defense at the same time. And for somebody who has low attack, like Maggie does, at least starting out, it's a great item. And just a single spider again. Wow, I have really bad luck with Box of Spiders today. I don't think I've ever had that bad of luck with this item before. I was really hoping I could kill all the enemies with spider aggroed on one, because these are kind of bad enemies to waste a spider on. Especially given how badly I'm doing with it. Oh, these pea flies. I dislike these guys too because they kind of have the same issue as Little Haunt in that it's hard to predict their movements because they don't have a set kind of movement like Little Haunt does. So you kind of have to just be really wary of because they move in like kind of a semi-random pattern. Shoot, I gotta be careful. I don't want this Eternal Heart to die. I picked it up by accident. I didn't mean to get it. It was just kind of in the way whenever I was moving through the area. I'd really like to find another key too. I have my item room back there, but I can't get into it because I didn't have a key available. I'd like to, if possible, get a key for it. There's a key. Now we'll go back and check the item room before we go to the boss room, because the boss room's probably not too far off. And hopefully we'll get a decent item in our item room. Box of Spiders isn't really a good starting item. I'd rather have a lot of other things. Like I've said this a lot, I think there's like 3 classes of items. That pretty much guarantees we win if we want to. Because now we can just stand still and win the game. It'll be a really, really, really boring run because it'll just be Maggie standing still the whole time. But 9 out of 10 enemies will eventually run into us and take damage. So we could do that if I wanted. But I don't really like to play games. I don't like the kind of synergies and items that are like press button to win. I prefer having to do a little bit to do it. So this champion version of the Haunt, I think what he does is his brimstone lasers that bounce off the walls. He shoots in like a V shape, and his shots bounce off the walls. Is that what this one is? Oh no, he shoots in like a weird hush pattern. Oh no, there's the brimstone lasers that shoot off the walls. I knew there was one that did that. But his I've never seen him shoot bullets before. That's neat. Alright, Blood Clot isn't bad. Oh, Judas's Shadow. Yeah, I will take Judas's Shadow for sure, but I don't think I'm gonna kill myself yet. Simply because there's not enough extra HP laying around. I wouldn't want to come back with just 2 black hearts right. But maybe if I can find some extra spirit hearts on this floor or the next, I'll kill myself there. But right now, I don't want to. Because that's the main drawback of Dark Judas is you get a lot of extra damage, but low health. So it's a real risk-reward type thing, which is items that I'm totally into. That's my favorite kind of item. But the risk right now for me outweighs the reward, because there's usually some kind of weird thing on dailies that you have to be careful of. And I don't know what it is on this one yet, so I have to be careful. But once I get a little bit of extra health stacked up around, I'll definitely be taking advantage of Shadow. It's one of the better items in the game, I think, and definitely a great deal with the Devil Eye. Normally I wouldn't have even worried about it, because at that point in the game, usually don't have that much health, as much health as I had it. But because of how much additional health I had, it makes me a little bit more cautious. There it is. Which, that might be the deal too, is a lot of the enemies require a high amount of damage to beat, so you have to do it early. But it doesn't seem like that so far. And what I mean is that could be the point of the daily, is sacrificing yourself early so that you have a lot of damage later. We'll find out. Usually I do pretty good on dailies. I looked up my thing on Greed Butt earlier today. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it had me ranked fairly highly because of how my runs usually turn out. But that is, again, of course, when I'm sitting down and concentrating fully on the run and not having to talk constantly. I do a lot worse when I have to keep talking and talking. This is a bad room. It's making me a little nervous because I don't have any more spirit hearts, and I really would like to it's unlikely that I will have a deal with the devil on this floor because of my because I just got one on the last floor. But I'd like to try and keep chances as high as possible and not get hit. Oof. I hate these guys. These are one of my least favorite enemies because they have that same kind of thing where they have like the semi-random patterns and it's hard to predict their movement. And they keep spawning stuff too. That's the worst, is they spawn very quickly. So if you don't have high damage to take them out quickly, they team up on you. It's like that. This is beginning to look like my initial theory about the daily may have been right about happening to have high damage. Or it could have just been poor play on my part. That's probably what it is. It generally is. I try not to make up excuses for my poor play outside of I'm just not good at the game. Oh, Dead Sea Scroll. Is that better than Box of... Probably not. Like I said, I categorize items in 4 sections for Isaac, which is neutral items, good items, great items, and bad items. Dead Sea Scrolls is like in between neutral and bad because it's not a good item because it's a random effect. It has the potential to be a good item, but it also has the potential to be just a bad item. Because it could give you like kamikaze or something like that. I was gonna blow up my donation, that compass, but I forgot it's a daily run. But it has the potential to give you a really good effect, or it has the potential to give you a really bad effect. So I can't really classify it as a bad item because it can be a good item, but on that same note, I can't classify it as a good item because it can also be a bad item. And usually it shows up as kamikaze at like the worst time. But yeah, I don't think I want to take it with me because of its high chance to pay out as a bad item. I'd rather just stick with Box of Spiders, which I know exactly what Box of Spiders is going to give me every time. I don't know the quantity of which it's going to give, but I do know that it's just going to pay out with good spiders. Sorry about the, I'm a little bit more low energy today than I normally am. Today I was trying to teach... Today, my wife wanted to start recording her Isaac videos too, Gamer Sparkles. And I had to show her how to use OBS and set all that up and run it, how to start recording, and doing a lot of runs with her. She's only just started out playing Isaac, and she's not as familiar with the game as I am. So, there's a lot of additional explanation going into stuff and giving my opinion out of different things in the game. I hate those guys too. These are probably one of my least favorite Afterbirth generic enemies. These guys here, the charging snails, they are leeches, and the charging leech spawners. I hate the spawners because usually they spawn. They're like those spiders where they spawn too many for you to really kill quickly. And it see, like that, I don't think I even hit the spawner because of all of the leeches he's constantly spawning. And it just takes way too long to kill him. Anyways, I'm low energy because I did some streaming before this, and So, my controller is randomly freezing up for some reason too. I need to get a new controller, I guess. So, that's what happened there. But, man, this is a bad time here getting trapped back there. This is probably it. I'm really surprised I dodged all that. But, yeah, I'm low energy because I was showing Gamer Sparkles how to set up a whole bunch of stuff, how to work on a whole bunch of different stuff, and how to start doing some YouTube-y stuff. And, I also did a half hour Sonic stream before this, doing a bunch of challenges. There it goes. Oh, right! Dark Judas! I forgot I had that. So now I'm a little bit more enthusiastic. I totally forgot about this. Awesome. But yeah, I did an additional stream before this, and then I was helping Gamer Sparkle set up her stuff. But I'm kind of wiped out now. But I really got to get a couple more of these done, because today, what is today, like the 13th or something, March 13th? I had a video, both videos actually, go up real late today because I waited around too long. And then all my stuff was real late going into editing, and it was real late. Well, what happened is I recorded all of this stuff yesterday. On the 12th, I did all the recording for today's videos on the 12th, but for some reason, OBS recorded it in an FLV file instead of an MP4, and I used Premiere to edit all of my videos. So whenever I went to edit them today, Premiere couldn't read the video file because it was an FLV instead of an MP4 or M4V. And so I had to run all of my videos through Handbrake first to convert them, which added like another hour, 30 minutes of every video. And then I tried to do all of that last night, but I didn't get it all done. So then today I had to do some more running more videos through Handbrake. And then while it was doing that, I was trying to edit the video that went up at 1 p.m. while Handbrake was converting the one that goes up at 5 p.m. And then Premiere had to do all this rendering, and then so the one that was out at 1, that was supposed to be out at 1, wasn't actually out until like 2, and the one that was supposed to be out at 5 didn't come out until like 5:30, because it was all done by 5, but YouTube didn't upload it. It took too long to upload to YouTube. So it was just, all day today's just kind of been like a rushing pain. And due to that, I'm a little low energy now. It's been just a hectic day. I learned a couple neat lessons about Premiere and different kind of stuff like that. OBS, definitely. I've never used OBS before now. I've played with Premiere a little. But OBS is a new one. I'm still kind of working kinks out in it. Like today, we had some kind of weird thing with the webcam not reading, because Gamer Sparkles uses a webcam. I did for the first couple of my videos, but I don't particularly care for using a webcam. And there was this weird thing where OBS wasn't picking up the webcam at all. I have no idea why. I played with it for about 30 minutes and then gave up. And then we have this weird thing now with the controllers. I don't know why, but the other controller was randomly not working. And now this one's starting to do it too. And it's got me really worried because I only have 2 controllers. I need to just stop being cheap and go out and buy an Xbox controller instead of these old Logitech. I'm using like this $25 Logitech controller. I need to really just go out and buy a real Xbox controller. That'll solve most of the issues there, I think. An Xbox One controller. I'm pretty sure they work natively with Windows 10. At least from what I've read. I mean, the GameStop employees said that it can't always trust retail employees. Especially people who don't have, who aren't familiar with the technology. Most of the GameStop employees use mainly consoles, at least around here. And, though they don't know as much, they can't offer expertise on PC software and stuff like that. Oh well, so I whiffed on the daily a little. Did I? No, this is still the daily. Right, because I forgot, I'm not Maggie anymore. So I was thinking I died on the daily. But no, it's still... It's not Maggie anymore, but... I'm still going good on the daily. Oh, I guess that was my... See, I'm totally losing it for today. I forgot that I was still doing the daily. Now I forgot where I got the granddaddy fly. Ugh. Ah. I hate the stain. Alright. Growth hormones, that's a good one. I like growth hormones. My appreciation for all of the needle items kind of gone up significantly since Rebirth came out, because now, because of Spun, any kind of any of those items are worth a lot more than Spun. As it makes whenever you get 3 of them, you get a +3 damage. That's a lot of extra killing power. Ah, bonies. Oh well. Ah, man, I'm immediately... Oh my god, I need to pull it together. I've really screwed myself there. I think I have maybe 1.5 spirit hearts left now. I really need to... I'm tilting badly. I need to pull my shit together. I'm gonna lose. I was doing so good there for a little while. And now I'm just completely screwed. Definitely taking that. I think I'm gonna bomb this guy too. I got that spirit heart at least. That gives me, I think, 2.5 hearts. I generally try to pay attention or track how many hearts I have in my head. Specifically because of stuff like that. Oh my god. Specifically because of stuff like this. Where you can't... Where you have like a curse that won't let you see your health. But I don't always do the math correctly. Especially when there's lots of damage in succession like that. And there was a pretty good amount of... I don't want to do this, but I'm going to. No, I don't. Okay, well, a bomb and 2 keys for 1 bomb. Not a bad trade. As long as I get out of here without taking any more stupid damage. Ah, there it goes. Now it's probably not worth it at all. Roadhusk's probably the better item. But I don't really need help finding. Okay, bomb it. Alright. I have enough keys. That golden chest probably is a good idea. I mean, probably not. The bomb probably wasn't worth a few cents, or the chest probably wasn't worth a few cents in a bomb. I don't like these guys at all. I'm willing to sacrifice a bomb. Those guys with the long trails of creep behind them. What's that make? Maybe 1 heart, 1 spirit heart, a heart from death. I'm willing to sacrifice another guy too. I don't like this. Because the idea is you have to get behind them, the floating nightheads. But with those guys, they have such long trails of creep on them, you can't really get behind them. Alright, so I guess that one in the middle is one of the eternal enemies. You can't kill them. You can't hurt them until you kill all of them. I have to kill all of these guys first. Oh! Gotta be careful, because most of these guys are champions. And champions will be able to kill me in 1 hit, right? If I'm doing my math right. Okay, so I am going to leave that for and come back. Damage up. Awesome, Steve. Great pick. Lost Protector. Oh, that's the crappy one that goes around the edge of the screen. See, there's a couple of the Protector items that are good. That one's not. Really, really, really. Some more health. Spirit. I mean, I'm not complaining. The damage is great. Love having it. Look how much. Up. I'm just kicking the dirt out of it. But I really need some spirit hearts. As much as I love the extra damage, I desperately need spirit hearts. Oh, this room. This room blows. I dislike that room. Alright, there probably is some blue fire back at the back of that. See if I can. Oh, no spirit hearts. You can see. That's some bad luck there. Normally you get one spirit. Not this time though. That's just bad luck. Almost like this run was curated by somebody. Alright. The Monster 2 is not a big deal. Yep. Shit. So, we'll probably get past him. Shield. There we go. No problem. Okay, another speed up. That's not great. Can't take anything from here because I'm pretty sure I'd kill. I could take. Well, actually, I guarantee kill myself. I know that much. I know I don't have 3 spirit hearts or more. There's no way. But I could have taken Guppy's collar and hoped for a respawn with it. That would have been a pretty ballsy move, though. And generally, why I like high risk, high reward. That's the potential like run ending. High risk, high reward. And I don't really want to do that. All right, down to the next floor. Let's see what I can cook up here. That's just mean. Dropped his pants and then laughing at his penis. Yeah, see, I had half a black heart left. I was right. So I keep careful track of how much damage I've taken over the course of the run. That way, that kind of stuff doesn't happen. Which is, by that kind of stuff, I mean I don't forget how much damage I've taken. Ah, shit. This is terrible. This is... Ah, shoot. That's too bad. 19,000th place. That was terrible. Absolutely god-awful. Alright, well, I think that's going to do it for today for the daily challenge for March 13th, I guess, is today. If you like this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And you know what? Let me know what your least favorite boss is. Right now, mine is Champion Mega Maw because he shoots in weird wiggles like that. That was kind of freaky. Anyways, if you guys like this video, I hope to see you in the next one. See you later.